We're here today at the Sean Cook Law Office in Whitehall, and Deb Magnus is our guest on Positively Muskegon. Deb has taken over. How long have you been involved with the Newsies and Goodfellows?
I started in 1999.
1999?
Yes.
And what got you involved?
A friend of mine, Tom Schaub, who I worked with and also did a lot of volunteer work, contacted me. The president of the Goodfellows at that time, Sally Houtman, was getting ready to retire after almost 30 years as their president.
Yep.
And they were looking for someone to take over. So I met with them, and
there you are.
There I am.
Still.
16 years later, still.
It's a good cause. It's a great organization.
It's a great organization. We're on our 79th year, and I'm only the third president of the Goodfellows.
Is that it?
That's it.
Wow.
Yes. So.
Talk about how the Goodfellows and Newsies got started. The old Newsies.
Back in 1936, the editor of the Muskegon Chronicle at the time decided that he needed to do something to help the children in the area during the Depression to make sure they had presents under the tree. The old Newsies used to go around and collect toys and refurbish them. The women would sew dresses for dolls. The men would paint little trucks and fix them up. And then they would deliver them to the houses.
Yeah.
And then they started selling a special newspaper on the corner one day in December, always the first Saturday of December, no matter what the weather's like.
Oh, don't I know.
Some days it's shiny, some days it rains, some days it sleets, of course, in Michigan. So they started selling this special paper that's only printed for the old Newsies Goodfellows, and started collecting donations from the community to help out.
And it's gone strong ever since.
It's been going strong ever since.
Yeah.
Like I said, 79 years of helping the community is a fantastic legacy.
Last year was my first year as a Newsie and a Goodfellow, and you know, when you're always looking for something to do and a way to be active, there's a point where you can get involved too much.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can overextend yourself. So I'm kind of careful about what I do, and I'm not doing that, you know, out of greed or anything like that. But you just, you know, you're gonna have time for family and wife and kids and all that stuff. And I thought, you know what, this is something I'm gonna try because I kind of fit the mold, you know, with all the media background and the writing and everything else. So I fit that group. Let's try this thing. I had the time of my life.
Even though you got sunburned.
I did get, you know, I got sunburned. It was 5 degrees outside. It was freezing that day. I ended up with a sunburn, but here I stood on the corner of Norton and Henry Street, right down the street from my house. So it's not like it's a huge investment of time. It's not like it's a huge, you know, big part of it's one day that you do this thing. Got a little sunburn, had a nice big cigar right in the middle of the street. How can you get away with that?
There you go.
And the people that came by, friends, neighbors, former listeners, people that I knew from Facebook. It was the greatest feeling I've had in years to be a part of the paper sale day.
Yes, yes. And you know that all the money is going to the children. So that's the best part.
Yeah, so it's pennies, nickels, dimes, maybe a buck or two here or there. And you know, my favorite thing is when you're standing there on the corner and you see that newspaper on the dashboard.
Yes.
And they get that look like, all right, you already got me just down the street. Don't shake me down again, please.
Right.
It's a fun day, and it's a great way to meet some people and see some old friends, and really not take a lot of time to be a part of this.
Exactly.
Can people still sign up to do this year?
Yes, we are in desperate need of volunteers to help the old Newsies on the corners that first Saturday of December.
Yep.
That is your only commitment as an old Newsie, is to sell papers, either on the corner or pre-sales, if you can, you know, take them to businesses and so on and so forth. So, like you said, it's one of those projects that you can get involved in and feel good for 12 months, and it only takes you one day.
Right.
So,
how many kids do you serve now?
We normally serve between 3,500 and 4,000 children in Muskegon County, and then Oceana County serves between 600 and 750 children too.
It's hard to believe the need is still that great.
The need is still there, yes.
So even though this started back in the Depression,
yes,
it's still there. It's probably bigger.
It's a lot bigger. When I first started in '99, I think they were close to 2,000 children.
Wow.
And it's just gotten bigger and bigger.
Do you take corporate donations? Do you take? I mean, the Newsie Collection Day is great.
Yes.
But I imagine you've got some sponsors behind this thing too.
We have MLive,
the
owner of the Muskegon Chronicle and Grand Rapids Free Press, has been our corporate sponsor since day one. Unfortunately, after this year, we will be looking for new corporate sponsors. So any company out there that wants to give and be part of this organization, we are definitely looking for your help.
You hear that? Jump on board. This is a good one. Make sure you're a part of it. So M-Live's not going to be there next year, which is okay.
Yeah, they're going to still be there.
Yeah.
But the donation is going to be a lot smaller.
Yeah. Well,
times are rough for them, and we totally understand. They
Sure.
have supported us for 79 years, and we appreciate that.
Can't ask for more. But this is a great opportunity for somebody else to step in and say,
it is. It's a great opportunity for someone to say, hey, let us print your paper, or hey, let us help you, collect money, or let us give you money towards the children, or something. So yeah, there's something everybody can do, from an individual to a corporation.
Let's talk about getting involved. What's the first step if somebody wants to be a newsie?
The first step, if they want to be a newsie, is either to go to our Facebook page
Okay.
and send me a message asking for an application, or my email address is on the Facebook page as well, so
Okay.
they can email me. Thankfully, my boss is very supportive of my volunteer and community service.
I know your boss.
Yeah.
She's cool.
So she allows my personal emails to come here, so I don't have to be checking 3-4 different emails. So
Sure.
all my emails go to my work address. And basically, we'll assign you to a captain.
Yep.
They'll tell you what corner you're on, and you can sell papers for an hour, 2 hours, 6 hours, however long you want to, on that first Saturday in December.
I was out there for a good long time.
You were out there for a long time.
And I got to tell you, even this year, Cindy came to me and she says, "Are you going to do that again?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Are you going to watch your time?" I said, "Probably not." She goes, "Do you remember how sore you were and how long you complained about your arm? Because you're holding your arm up in the air.
You're waving at people.
And you're talking and
you're standing on cement.
Yeah, you're standing there and everything. But how do you not do that for a day?
Right.
Take a couple of more. And wait a minute. Wasn't this guy named Tracy Lorenz supposed to be in on this year too?
Uh-oh, Tracy.
Yeah, you. I'm calling you out. So, the Facebook page is a great first contact.
Yes.
And then from there, you got something coming up at the Falcons?
At the Polish Falcon, we have our kickoff dinner.
Okay.
So if you are interested in coming to our kickoff dinner, we just need to know it is $10 a person, because
Okay.
all of the money that we collect on
Yeah.
sales day and donations that come in go to the toys.
Cool.
So our members pay for all of our own meetings, so on and so forth. So if you wanted to come to the kickoff dinner and hear more about what's going on, you're more than welcome.
And that is?
That is Tuesday, December 1st
Okay.
at 5:30 at Polish Falcon.
All right.
But we do have to have reservations for the caterers. So.
Get a hold of you first through
Yes,
Facebook.
yes, please.
We'll put it all here on Positively Muskegon. Debbie, thanks for taking a couple of minutes to tell us the story of the Goodfellows and Newsies. I'm excited about December 5th. And anybody out there that wants to be a part, follow the links here on Positively Muskegon. Get a hold of Debbie, and you too can be playing in traffic to help kids out in Muskegon. Newsies and Goodfellas, thanks, Debbie. Good luck this year.
Thank you. It is definitely a positive.
Positively Muskegon.
Positively Muskegon.
Funny
helping
how we
the
worked that
children.
out, isn't it? Debbie Magnus, thanks.
Thank you, Andy.